What's good, everybody? This video right here is for my friend Holly. Holly, this here is the video I promised you about the dream that I had in that airplane. And I did draw this after waking up from the dream. I just had to draw what I seen. If you look here, these are the seats, those are the windows, some seats back here, and this gap here is the owl, okay? And that big, rip to rip look you see here, that is a hole. And what you see here is all sky, and the front end of the plane is gone. So you're getting an inside view looking out. So you're in here looking out that way. I was in this airplane, and the crazy thing about it is you're not gonna get me in the plane in this life, okay? I was in this plane, and in this plane, I was told to take my seat. I took my seat. Now notice they call me Trey, okay? And Trey 57. But Trey, 3 is my favorite number. It always has been. So I gave myself Trey. And then 57 came along. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, 3 times. I'm going to just tell y'all 3 times. So my first experience in this dream, it all happened back to back. I was in this plane and I took my seat and I looked over to my left. I was sitting by Tyrese Gibson, the actor that played Waist Deep, Baby Boy, in Fast and the Furious. And it was almost like we knew each other. We was just talking about everyday things that go on in life. And he was actually a really nice person. And I was just telling him about how terrified of flying I was. Immediately, the captain comes over the intercom and he says, everybody, we're going to prepare for a crash landing. Now, let me explain something to y'all. When I was sitting in this plane, I shit you not, I was sitting in this plane, I could see inside the cockpit, okay? Of course, I could see the area where I was sitting at, and I'm talking to him, but I can also see the outside of the plane. So I was getting a spectator's view. I was getting the view from all angles, okay? And I was over a city that's not too far from me. I was in a city in Pennsylvania called Elizabeth, PA. How I know that? Because I was getting the spectator's view of this as well. So I could see the outside of the plane in every direction of travel it was going. So the pilot said, I want everybody to prepare for emergency crash landing. And I didn't know what to do. It was like, okay, I guess these things gonna fall down. We put them over our mouth. All I remember is the plane descending. And then it started to glide off to the right. And it had a tilt on it. And my heart fell. And I was praying. But I don't remember what I was praying for. Whew. I didn't wake up. The dream went back to the beginning again. So everything happened again, but only the second time I got farther into the flight. And after the pilot had said all that, emergency procedures, the plane started to do a little bit more of a side turn. And then it started to level out. And then he said, this is it. We are going to go down. And I looked at Tyrese. He looked at me. He didn't have a care in the world. But I was terrified. It was so terrifying. Then, whew, I woke up again. All I'm saying is I woke up. I never woke up. It switched again. Well, this is the 3rd time. Everything happened the same. It was like it was in a loop. It was all re-looping. So once again, I got farther into this dream. Farther into this, if you want to call it the movie. I got farther into it. And it ended with a loud explosion. Boom. The front end of the plane, like I could see the ridges being torn out of the metal like an aluminum pop can. You ever crush a pop can and you tear it? Well, it did that and it just fell off. People, if I could tell y'all what I seen, you'd be like, oh wow, listen. When I looked out, I saw the seats. Everything started to, invisible, transparent. I had a transparent view while I'm looking at this. All right. Everybody disappeared. Everybody on the airplane disappeared. I didn't see Tyrese no more. And I felt the plane just falling down, but it was slow. The butterflies I had was gone. And I'm looking over, and as the plane's going down, the front is gone, the hole is in there, everything started to disappear, which meaning the plane was just vanishing, the seats were vanishing, all at the same time, and I was basically floating in a seated position, and I remember seeing clouds, and then I slowly started to descend like I was floating down. I wasn't falling, like a free fall, and then I remember hearing, and I looked around. I was on a beach. Listen to this. I was on a beach. It was, it wasn't, it was sand, but it wasn't like your sand you see. It was white sand. It was like a beautiful white sand. And then as I'm looking around, I see seats from this airplane. I'm seeing parts here, parts there. I didn't see no water, but I was, listen, y'all, but I was on a beach. I was in the sand. Maybe I wasn't on a beach. Maybe I was in Egypt somewhere. Maybe I was in Israel. I don't know. But I was in some beautiful sand. I don't know why I keep saying it was beautiful. And the feeling was beautiful. It was almost like, woosah, it's over now. And I felt so joyful. I was happy. I don't know if it's because the crash was over. I didn't feel the crash. Like I said, the plane blew up. All I heard, all the boom, boom, I hear the metal tearing off the plane, but I just started falling slowly, like somebody was holding me or something. But like I said, when I hit the sand, it was, and then I was in like beautiful white sand. If I could describe this sand, there ain't a color in this world that could describe the beauty of this sand. And I stuck my hand in it, and I was playing with it with my fingers, and my eyeballs was wide open. And I'm looking around at parts. There was no people, and I'm looking at seats and torn pieces of this plane. And I said, "Oh my!" I touched down on the beach, but I was never at the beach because there was no water. I think I was in like Egypt or over in Israel somewhere, Iraq, anywhere. Oh, I think I was over here somewhere when I put it all together. And maybe it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't a. It was a. I don't even. Oh, look. My mind is starting to break this down. Maybe I was in a warplane and I got shot down, and the plane just landed in the desert. I was, y'all, if you could fathom what I'm saying. I wish I could. I got answers, but I just thought I'd share that with y'all. I really think I was in a warplane, and it was a bunch of us, like maybe soldiers or something, and then the plane just maybe maybe whoever wanted me to think I was in a commercial plane, and Tyrese was in it. I don't know why he was in it. Maybe he was there to comfort me throughout the crash, but in reality, I think the crash was something that happened in another realm. And when I hit the beach, I never died. I survived this explosion because it was like, it was a bomb explosion that I heard, and then the plane just tore apart and it fell. Because why else would the plane go boom and then start tearing off? We must have been hit with something. And months ago, I thought I was on a beach. I'm sitting here telling myself, yeah, I had a dream. I crashed in a beach and it was beautiful, beautiful sand. People, I think I was in Egypt, Israel, some kind of war or something. I'm getting goosebumps talking about this because now I'm really, this is crazy. Y'all, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Holly, tell me what you think about that dream. Stay blessed.